Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a 2024 IBEX 800T and we're going to show you how to take it from this to this. As you can see, accessories make a massive difference as you can customize and better fit your motorcycle for your particular use and your style. So with this video, we have 4 CFMOTO accessories that we'll be installing, and we'll go over the benefits of them, the features of them, and why you might want to consider getting these 4 CFMOTO accessories for your IBEX 800. Now there are several other CFMOTO accessories that are available for your IBEX 800, and we'll be installing those in another video coming up really soon. But I didn't want to crowd this video too much. I selected 4 for this one, so be watching for the next one, and we'll finish this build and we'll really have this thing decked out with all of the CFMOTO accessories for the IBEX 800T. Now here in the US, we have the IBEX 800S and the IBEX 800T. This is the T model, and it already comes with several great features and accessories that the IBEX 800S does not. So with that being said, we're taking a motorcycle that already comes straight off the showroom floor, that's loaded with great features, and we're making it even better with these CFMOTO crafted accessories. The 4 accessories that we're going to be installing in this video for this IBEX 800T is going to be the 3-piece pannier set. We'll talk about that word in a moment, but that's the storage boxes on the back of the motorcycle. Then we're going to be installing the heavy-duty skid plate. Then we'll be looking at the engine guards. We'll be installing that here on the side, on each side rather. And then also we'll finish it with an easy one, and that's going to be the screen protector for this beautiful display that you have on the IBEX 800. Now for this video, we won't go into great detail on how to install it, because the good thing about the CFMOTO crafted accessories, they all come with great, easy to follow instructions, and everything just fits up so nicely. There's no confusion in how to do it. Really simple. But for the rear pannier set, now some of you are probably saying, Blake, that is supposed to be pannier. And there's several different ways that people pronounce it, but I did do a little digging and research, and this is like a French word that they use for these boxes here, or storage racks, or storage boxes, or you know, even in the Harley world they call them saddlebags. But these boxes are pannier sets. It's a French word, but anyhow, we'll move right on past that. And with my southern accent, I'm probably still messing it up, okay? As you can see, I've already removed this rear plate insert off of my motorcycle. This is the only thing that you have to remove, and you can see that simply in the instructions. Just take those 4 bolts out, remove them, and in your kit you're going to get this big, nice, really nice bracket or plate, mounting plate for your center box. And in that is going to come 4 more bolts and a spacer that's going to go beneath there to raise this up, and then you're going to tighten those all down equally, and then you can mount your center box. It's super simple. Now once you get your plate in place and you've got the 4 bolts tightened, you'll be able to look at the bottom of your rear center box, and you'll see these notches here, okay, and you'll see where those are just going to simply slide into place, and then it'll rest right here, and then this big heavy duty clamp will be buckled down right here. We'll simply just take and line this up, and you'll give it a firm push, making sure that's all the way in place and slid forward. Then take this buckle, slide it there, boom. It's in place and it is absolutely solid. Then you can take your key, which will be found in each box, and you can actually lock these in place where nobody can come by and unbuckle this and pull it off. But you have the convenience of being able to unlock it yourself, and then simply take this off. If you're on a trip and you need to carry your luggage inside, your clothing, whatever you have in here, you can take that off, no problem. But if you're going to leave it in place, while you're away or while you're going inside, you can rest at ease that nobody is going to take your stuff because you have the same key and lock right here in the top side. Now that we're on our left-hand side, we're going to simply take and line these bottom two up towards the back of the motorcycle. You're going to just set that in place and then push it forward or into the motorcycle and then slide it all the way forward, and then you can clamp it in, and that's it. Very, very simple. And again, just like your middle box, on this one you can lock it in place, nobody will take it, and then if you get to your destination, you want to bring these in, you were using them to store your clothes, just pull it out, and then you can take this handle here and carry it in with you. You'll notice on the right hand side where the exhaust is at, your box is going to be kind of tapered in, and of course that's just to shape and mold and to get up out of the way of there. So it's a little bit less capacity on this side, but still extremely functional, and we'll take a look inside in just a moment. But you install it just the same way as the other side. We're going to hinge that in there on the bottom towards the back, slide it towards the exhaust, and then bump it forward. You'll see that these clamps are all the way up against it. Take, lock her in, and that's it. All right, now that we have them installed, we'll just take a quick little walk around of the boxes here. They look nice. And they not only do they look nice, they are nice. So they're super high quality. The buckles, you've got this seal all the way around. Anything that you put in here, you can rest assured that's not going to get wet. It's going to stay nice and clean. And I'm not sure exactly what the material is in here, but it is really nice. It almost has like a silk velvet feel to it, but a black interior there, and you can fit a whole lot of stuff. So I can fit my helmet in here and my gloves. I'm sure you can cram a whole bunch of other stuff in there, but again, you can secure that. We'll take a look at the left-hand side. So you can just lift that, it hinges towards the front. This side will definitely hold a lot of stuff in here, and then of course, based upon your needs and what you plan to be hauling the most and whatever trip you're going on, you can definitely fill this up. But it has the same nice seal on it. And I just like the versatility of it and how it allows you to be able to haul all kinds of stuff, and you know that it's not going anywhere. You can lock it down, and then you can also take it with you wherever you go. Now on the exhaust side, again, it's going to be the same as the left-hand side, but you can see that it kind of notches in there, but you still can fit a whole bunch of stuff in here. So I highly recommend this. It really will open up the functionality of your motorcycle, make it very versatile so that you can haul all kinds of stuff with you. I love it because I can go on a little bit longer rides and take, you can throw an extra outfit in there, or I can put my helmet in there when I go away and I can lock it. I can put my camera gear, drone, all kinds of goodies. You can fit it in there. Up next, we're going to be installing the heavy duty skid plate. This is the 800T, and it already does come with a nice skid plate from the factory, which protects the engine, your headers, and just really nice. So the 800S does not come with that skid plate. So that is an upgrade on the 800T. So whether you have the 800S and you don't have a skid plate at all and you just go straight to the heavy duty skid plate, or you have the 800T like I do and you want to add maximum protection, then this is the way to go. Now here's a look at the heavy duty skid plate before we install it. The instructions that are included are spelled out really simply how to install the new skid plate, but we're simply going to remove these bolts here to take this plastic cover off, Then we're going to take all the bolts out of the skid plate pan here. We'll be doing away with those, as well as this bracket, front bracket, and then the center bottom bracket. You'll see that when you remove that. You'll dispose of all that, and then you have all new hardware and a new bracket, frame, new bolts and everything. But again, you can see that spelled out really easily in your instructions. So all we have done is remove our plastic cover that was hanging down right under there, and that is going to be a 5mm Allen head bolt, and that's on each side. Then we have our aluminum skid plate that we have removed. Now this does add super good protection for your IBEX 800T, but this heavy duty skid plate, you can rest assured that no matter what obstacles come your way, this thing is going to protect the bottom side of your motorcycle and your headers. So definitely an upgrade. It's going to be really nice to see it on the machine. It looks great cosmetically as well. So yeah, so we got to remove right here. That's going to be a 6mm bolt. We have to remove this bracket here, and then this bottom lower bracket right there. And then we'll start putting in the new hardware that comes with it. Got these silencer bolts with these basically like rubber grommets. We'll install those, but again, the CFMOTO instructions really easy to follow, and they got pictures. You can't beat that. We have installed the long and short silent blocks, and those silent blocks are also threaded, and that is where the new bracket here is going to be bolted on and secured with 4 bolts that are supplied. Now we're about to go on with the heavy duty skid plate, and it'll be attached using 8 bolts that are supplied in the hardware kit. So we'll get that on, then we'll take a look at how the finished product looks. And that's it. Install is complete on the CFMOTO heavy duty skid plate. Got maximum protection through here. Headers are completely wrapped, and not going to have to worry about any exhaust damage there, especially on the bottom side if you're getting into some rougher terrain. And of course, rocks and stuff slinging up from your front tire, not going to be a problem anymore. There's a look at the gear shifter side. Big full wrap up. Very, very nice, guys. So yes, I definitely recommend getting the heavy duty skid plate from CFMOTO. It looks good as well. I really like the design of it. Real aggressive looking, sporty looking. So not only does it protect it, it also looks good aesthetically. So get yours at your favorite CFMOTO dealership. Up next, we have the engine guards. If you notice when you look up the part, it'll say reinforced bumpers, but they're just engine guards here that's going to attach to what this frame and bumpers that we have already, and it's going to add maximum protection to the machine. So we'll get that installed. Really simple installation as well, and we'll see how it looks when we're done. On the installation of the engine guards here, or reinforced bumpers, we've got our instructions here, again super easy to follow with pictures. We've got our right and our left, and then the only hardware you have is 4 of these bolts and washers, this new mounting bracket, and these are expansion bolts here that's going to go into your original factory bumpers as well. So all we have to do is simply remove these grommets here and here, save those because those will go into the new ones here, okay? And then we're going to, on this side, we're going to unbolt this screw here, or bolt, and we'll do that on each side because that plate that you saw a while ago is going to go behind it, and they're going to mount right here and here. And we'll just do that real quick. Super simple, like I said. Do the same thing on this side. Then we'll tighten everything down, and we'll have a very protected machine, and looks even better. Now we have to just take a 6mm Allen head, and we're going to remove this lower bolt. We won't need it anymore. You'll install it with a new bolt down here with the bracket. So we'll get that out of the way. We've already taken the rubber grommets out of here. Just take you a screwdriver, carefully remove those. And make sure you just don't damage them as you take them out. Now we'll get our hardware. We'll take your bolt and washer. Okay, you're going to add a little bit of Loctite here. They include some. Then we'll take our bracket and just hand tighten that for now. So now you're just simply going to take and insert the top side, and then you'll line up this bracket here, and then take some Loctite, thread locker. We will start that by hand into the location that we just took that bolt out of. Remember that this is kind of angled, so you want to make sure that you are not deceived by trying to screw it straight into this pipe, because it is threaded in at an angle. Just pay attention to the way you take the stock one out. See, I'm able to just do that by hand. Now, before I tighten that all up down the bottom, I'm going to make sure that this is flush and that this looks like one continuous piece of pipe coming out. Then I'll take a 5mm Allen socket here, and again, I'm going to tighten it up, while applying pressure to make sure that this expands evenly. Okay, and before I go all the way, I'm going to come to this one, make sure it's lined up good, and I'll get it started as well while applying pressure so that it expands and holds it in place. There we go. Now, I'm going to come to the bottom. I'll go ahead and put my 10mm back on, and we'll tighten the lower bracket in place. All right, there's you a better view of these bolts here, and I had to go get a 10mm wrench because the socket wouldn't fit. I didn't want to hit my header there, so we'll just tighten that up. And I've already snugged this top one up first, so that way the bottom is in place where it needs to be and they're not fighting each other. Then we'll just tighten her down. And that's it. Now that everything's tight, I'm going to simply just put the rubber grommets back in. And of course, you can take a little rubber mallet so that you don't hurt your palm, but once you get those flush, then we're done. And just like that, the installation is complete for the reinforced bumper, or rather I like to call it the engine guard. Look, it's super easy to install and it looks really good. Looks like it was meant to be from the factory, just like that. And that's what's so nice about getting CFMOTO crafted accessories. They're going to fit, go together just like it was supposed to be there the whole time. And man, this is going to add extra protection to the engine, to the plastics, because listen guys, you're bound to potentially at some point when you're taking this thing off the highway and you're hitting the trails, you may lay it down in a turn, you know, so accidents happen, and this is going to help protect your motorcycle, keep it looking good. Worst case scenario, then you'll have some scratches or something if you were to lay this down, but it's going to protect the tank, the plastics around that. It's going to protect your engine, and shoot, even yourself if you stay tucked in on it. So I love it, looks good. And hey, if you're a camera guy, if you like to clamp on like a 360 camera or something like that in your video and doing moto blogs, that just adds more areas to mount cameras. So I like it. Well guys, I know that I said that we were going to do 4 products or 4 accessories from CFMOTO on the IBEX in this video, but this one's went on long enough. We've installed 3 great accessories on the IBEX 800, so we'll come back in another video we'll do the screen protector, and we have so much more coming for you that I'm excited to come out with part 2. We may even have a part 3 on building this IBEX 800. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and tell me what your favorite accessory is. And also remember to check out teammscparts.com for all of your parts and accessory needs. God bless you all. As always, remember, keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.